And with that, we shall dive right in to Brew News! The Brew News, dedicated to bring you the latest in craft beer news, focusing on local highlights, industry-wide trends. We handpicked these topics from the most buzz-worthy articles of the past week, ensuring you stay informed of what's happening. And I'm really excited this week. I think they're really good ones this week. I mean, I think we say that a lot, but again, I really like them.
I have to thank you for kind of really taking this over.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So this one's fun and not, but a boozy banana drink in Uganda is under threat as authorities restrict home brewers. So like I said, kind of cool, kind of not cool. Yeah. So Tonto is a traditional Uganda banana brew. It's under threat due to modern challenges. So it's made from ripened bananas, sorghum, and fermentation. It's part of their cultural heritage, and it's enjoyed, obviously, in various social settings. Makes sense. So, but however, the rise of bottled beer, potential criminalization of home brewing, and a shift to more profitable banana cultivars threatens its production.
Yeah.
So the process is led by farmers. It's becoming more challenging due to those increased costs, reduced availability of specific bananas, right? But despite these obstacles, Tonto remains a cherished drink among the locals.
Yeah. I also, they talked about being a little bit lower alcohol.
Yeah.
So it's going to have a hard time competing, I'm sure, price-wise with stuff that has higher alcohol and the convenience of it. Yeah. It is sad, right? It's sad to see something traditional kind of starting to putter away. But what I liked about it was, I just never heard of like a banana alcoholic drink.
I've heard of a dirty banana, which is just bananas and rum.
Oh,
which is delicious.
Which is delicious. There you go.
Very filling.
So it was an interesting drink, and I do feel like when things like this happen, what's cool about the community is a lot of times breweries will rally and recreate them.
Yeah, for sure.
So maybe we can get maybe you'll get like a bit of like more traditional, less traditional versions of it. But who knows? Like, it was a pretty interesting brewing process. It was very different than...
It is kind of also cool to think from like a tourist perspective. If you go, that's like what you're hunting to go find. Yeah. So it's almost like a treasure hunt, right? Like that's your treasure at the end of it. And because it's not so mass produced, it's not so easy to get as whatever, like water off a shelf. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see it like a couple
different
brewers and farmers surviving on it, and it becomes very like prestige, and that's always fun to kind of be prestige. It's always fun to be part of stuff like that, and would try. So if you're heading to Uganda, would let us know how it is. Check it out. Try it out. Banana. What's it called again?
Tonto.
Banana Tonto.
Yum.
Right? Banana Tonto. Would be a good shirt. Banana Tonto.
Is it a charging banana?
That's probably.
What I see.
Ooh, yeah, probably.
Tonto, right?
Yeah, Banana Tonto.
Yeah.
All right. West Bank brewmaster hoping to keep her business bubbling along.
Mm-hmm. This is a hard one as well, but a good one. Hard, but good.
Yeah. So this is over out of Palestine. Madees, you gotta say that last name?
Khoury? I think it's Madees.
Oh, Madees, that probably makes sense. There's no N in there, so that makes sense. The 37-year-old Palestinian woman who is pioneering in the male-dominated field of the brewing industry. No surprise, this is kind of a worldwide trend that hopefully we can start.
I think we're doing pretty good.
Turning the tables, tipping the tides, whatever you want to say. She's working at overcoming cultural barriers, gender norms. She's making a mark in the field where women participation is rare overall. While the number of working women has increased across the West Bank in Gaza in the past decades, figures have shown that nearly 82% of Palestinian women remain outside of the labor force, compared with 30% of men. So, her goal is to keep this going. If I remember, because it was her and like her family that started this, right?
Yeah, it kind of gets into it. Her dad used to brew beer in his dorm room here in the States.
Oh.
And then liked it so much.
Took
it back. Yeah.
Cool.
So she picked it up from him.
Nice. That's super cool.
Yeah. Really cool story.
So, yeah, she's kind of an inspiration, breaking stereotypes. And, of course, as we all know, there's war happening right now over in, the Gaza area. And despite setbacks, they're being resilient. They're trying to power through. They're having export issues. They were part of the attacks that happened on October 7th. But they're holding strong. They didn't leave. They have family roots in Gaza, and she feels both grief and fear, but stays hopeful for a peaceful future. The brewery started by her father and uncle in '94. Symbolizes not just quality beer, but also a liberal image of Palestine. From small batches brewed in the dorm room to a family enterprise exporting to 18 countries.
Wow, right?
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
Journey between various brewery roles to management reflects her dedication to investing in Palestine's state and economy.
Right. So Madees, she has a really interesting story, right? Not only is she in like this male dominated industry, whatever, is what it is, and she has this huge passion for it. Obviously they're doing really well if they were already exporting to 18 countries. This is we did say news from this week. This article is a little older. It's like 3 weeks, so which means it's probably like 2 months out, right? Like hopefully they're doing well. Things have definitely got a lot more interesting and scary in that area over the last few months. But anyway, so it's an interesting story, and not only the gender role and just building a brewery over there now, and now you got war on top of that, so you can't import, you can't export, so you're not getting all the ingredients you need, you can't get your product out. So hopefully they're doing well. It would be interesting to see an update on this. I'm sure we could look it up and see how she's doing, but it's a pretty big story.
Yeah, and interesting. I mean, I guess I didn't really think about what the brewery scene was over in that area, and
not very much, right?
Yeah,
it's pretty unique.
Tayba Brewing.
Yeah,
brewery?
I think so. Tayba. Yeah.
Taybeh brewery in Palestine. Hopefully they're doing well. Hopefully they're still kicking. I would imagine if they're really dedicated to keeping it going, they're just going to end up going with locally sourced ingredients and probably have a limited menu and keep plugging through, and it'll be great. Maybe we can order something in from them. I don't know. Doink.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
Yeah, great story. A lot of resilience there, and they can pull through. They're going to be probably one of not a ton of businesses from that area. But
yeah, true. Yeah. Good luck to them. All right, I'm going to try and spit this next one out. This is from the Treehouse Brewery, folks, and it was actually a YouTube video. We'll have the link to that as well for you to check it out on your own. And basically, they're just talking about some promising hops. There's 3 of them that I think is Nate. Yeah,
I heard they put extra hops in their recipe. Hops. I don't even think that was on purpose, and it was like perfect.
I didn't even realize I did it until you were. I was like, what did she say? Oh, I said that. Hops. All right, so they talk about 3 of them. They are HBC 1109 or 1019 Allora, and then the 30-plus-year-old hop known as Cascade. Not necessarily new, but it's a very unique hop, and that's the point of this, and we'll get into that. But the 1019. He talks about is used in Treehouse's Doom Fire beer, and this one is like tropical fruit flavors without those harsh edges, and it's the harsh edges he talked about that makes it so unique to him. And then the Allora stands out for its intense peach aroma. Cool. I was like, I'm into that.
Yeah,
I want to
100%.
try that. Yeah, it's been trialed in small amounts there, but they haven't done any big batches yet.
Okay.
Excuse me, I'm also burping.
It's a very burpy beer.
A lot of bubbles. It's good stuff. And then the Cascade. All right, a lot of us, unless you're in 101, are familiar with this, but if you're not, it's well known. It's been around for a while. It exhibits these unique characteristics based on its growing region. So from white wine notes in New Zealand to distinct flavors in other regions. So basically what it is it's a really good chameleon is basically what they get into.
Okay.
So depending whether it's growing in New Zealand, Southern Australia, the Pacific Northwest, wherever you might be, it's going to adapt to those environments and give off different signature flavor profiles.
It's a good thing to like kind of keep a note if you just see
Where it's
Cascade hops might be very different. That'd actually be a really fun hop water. That'd have been yeah.
I was like, I don't know if there is one.
I think they have a Cascade, but I think it's more like
Where
the
it's
standard.
from.
Yeah, where it's from, to just like an array of the different ones.
Yeah. The reason why and that's a good point. We should look into that. But the reason why we decided to go with this one is because Treehouse it's a great YouTube channel. If you've got a moment, check it out. Nate does a good job of. He's a great storyteller, so fun to listen to. So they're super committed to sharing and inspiring innovation in the craft beer ever-evolving landscape. So, you know what? We just kind of wanted to join them on that and talk about this article. Maybe get on their radar a little bit, or not, and that's okay too. But
or not.
Just throwing kudos where we think kudos should be thrown.
Yeah, I think definitely deserved. Well-deserved kudos. I feel like you don't stumble across new hops. It's been a bit.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think of the last new hops.
These are some new promising ones.
I kind of want to say it was Cascade. No, I feel like there's something in like the mid 2000s.
I think the 1109 here is out of last year. He talks about in a video after that. There's a place here in Colorado, a new hop farm, newer, over on the western slope. I can't remember the name, but
that makes sense.
Anyway,
it's where all the grapes and fruits are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
So, excited for that. Actually, just excited to go down this hop journey a little bit further. We kind of talked about that a little bit on the last episode. Just not whether you are or you're not into the science of it all. I definitely, for myself, I like appreciate those intricacies, like diving into that more, I guess, molecular level, right? Not too far, because I have the memory of a goldfish and the attention span of a butterfly. So it's a little bit harder for me. Again, surprised we made it here today, but we're happy to be here.
You flutter along lovely. You little butterfly, you.
All right, that's going to do it for the Brew News today. We hope you enjoyed. And remember, please drop any links or articles in the comments that you're interested in, that you want us to talk about or you want to talk about with us. Anyway, we'd love to discuss them with you.
Yeah, those are good stories. I thought we
really
nailed
you for finding those.
Some unique ones. You wrote them up nicely.